In my life, I am called to be a good sister, daughter, stepmother, niece, and cousin. I am called to be a knowledge sharer, a nurturer, a helper of others to be the best that they can be, and a lover of books. I feel that I am needed to make the world a more caring and less judgmental place. I want to be able to walk out my door and not be negatively viewed for who and what I am. There is nothing so painful as being discriminated against for a characteristic that is unchangeable. I also feel strongly about raising children into adults who are knowledgeable, kind, and responsible. I want to be a positive influence in the lives of my stepchildren and show them to take advantage of new things and learning experiences so that they will have a better understanding of the world around them as they age. I think that all types of religion and spirituality are equally relevant, and those views should not be used to shape an opinion of an individual. I realized I was called to meet these needs through a lot of deep thought. I think I would get farther in discovering who I want to be if I had more alone time to ponder the future of myself, but this isn't how it actually works. When I'm active about following my calling, I realize the things as I go along. I think the experience is the best teacher, and all of my realizations have come from past experiences and reflections on those experiences. I realized that I possess gifts, interests, and passions suited for my vocation throughout a 2 year period where I transferred from a full time factory job to a full time student part time mother job. I feel I actively chose my path based on the skills I already had, kind of like what was explained in the Make Your Job a Calling book. I really actually liked that book quite a bit. It had some very good principles in it, and I liked the way that they described for individuals to take the skills they already had or the path they already had and make themselves into more happy, productive workers that felt they had a sense of purpose. I once dreamed of being a classic ancient times historian, but I realized I didn't possess the correct skill set for that kind of career. I later inventoried my skills and chose a program at the local community college that matched best with that inventory. As I continued with my education, I realized how well suited I was to just about any branch of assisting, and that human resources was just another type of assisting in which I could impact the worker more directly. I'm still split on if I want to help lawyers and possible criminals or if I want to work with employees through the human resources department, but I feel strongly towards both, so either path should lead me towards my purpose. I prepared myself to fulfill my vocation by exposing myself to material that I never thought would interest me in the way that it does. Once I realized that certain topics engaged more of my focus than others, I was sure that was the direction my calling was pulling me. Mainly, I'm referring to the principles of management class I took while attended Southeastern Community College. The whole scope of management was vastly interesting to me, and I think this is because I saw it as a way to direct my existing skills and knowledge through other individuals. I remember watching The Devil Wears Prada starring Anne Hathaway and Meryl Streep and thinking that being an assistant to someone with that many responsibilities would be my dream job. I didn't have an epiphany that being an assistant was the ideal job for me. It was always in the back of my mind, but it wasn't my driving force until 5 years ago, at which point I started exercising my assisting skills in all of my relationships. The core ethical value that has driven me through this journey is that all people are created equal. No person should be devalued for any reason attributed to their physical or mental characteristics. Everyone should have an equal ability to reach the things that they want to achieve. I originally wanted to help individuals labeled as criminal exclusively, but over time, ideals for those to help have expanded to include the common worker and any disadvantaged group that I interact with on a regular basis. I have aimed myself to becoming someone who assists others in the hope of changing society's views and improving my own self worth.